Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Crash Landing. So, guys, yeah, I've done some stuff off camera around here, and let's go ahead and take a look. So, I started making up a whole bunch of stuff for Applied Energistics. Yep, so we got ourselves an ME controller. I've made a few more of these ME 4K storage drives. I took our 1K storage drive we had in here, we took it apart, and I made 2 more storage cells to make the storage segment to make the 4K storage drive. Anyway, yeah, that took a lot of crafting. We've gone through a lot of our resources. I think our redstone took quite a big hit. Yeah, we've had to use a bunch of the Certus quartz and all sorts of stuff. I had to make a whole bunch of the transistors and capacitors and things like that. Actually, I don't think it's in this inventory, is it? Should be over here at our pressure chamber, right? Yes. So I've made some more of these capacitors and transistors. I farmed and made a bunch of the squid plant seed plastic, rain plant seed plastic by accident. I actually wanted to make the lightning plant seeds, and I thought it was rain, but yeah. So we got some of this stuff now. Yeah, so we should be pretty good on things around here. Another thing that we need to set up, or actually, I guess another thing I have set up right here is a kinetic compressor, the second one. We had to make that to complete the quest, so I decided to hook it up here so we can power both at the same time, and the system will repressurize that much faster. So another thing we need to set up to make this thing fully automatic is a way to turn this redstone energy cell, or whatever we're going to provide power eventually. We need a way to turn this thing on and off automatically. So this guy right here, this advanced pressure gauge tube, this emits a redstone signal depending on the amount of pressure it's in it. So if we look at this redstone dust directly below, we see it's power 12. So we need to take this and either run it 12 blocks over to here, or we can set up a redstone comparator, I think in subtraction mode, and just run our wire straight over here so it turns off when it's at power 12. Anyway, we'll work on that a little bit later. What I want to work on right now is getting our Applied Energistics system turned on. I want to get all of our stuff moved in there so we don't have chests everywhere scattered about. Everything is just in one central location, so it'll be a lot easier to find stuff. I've also made the wireless access point with 16 wireless boosters. I've made a wireless access terminal so we can access our stuff 32 blocks away from our access point in any direction. Yes, lots of stuff, lots of stuff. Getting a way to automatically create water will be awesome. We can get our cactus going into our ME system. ME system can automatically craft the water bottles. Everything will be great. Also, this is like the best place to store animals, by the way. Is put them on these conveyor belts. They don't wander around. It's like they keep trying to go a certain direction, but they can't. So, yep, they are corralled right there, and they've been there for hours, which is awesome. Right. So we need to hook up our ME system, and I think we're going to stick it right here where our chests are. So I need to move some of these around. We should get a dolly. Yep. So we can just dolly that over here, dolly that over there. Perfect. Grab this guy, stick it there. Can you dolly filing cabinets? You can't. We can dolly each half of this thing. Nope, I didn't want to put it there, but I guess it doesn't really matter. And can we dolly this? We can't. Nope. Yeah, so we only need like pretty much 4 blocks, 2 by 2, to get this thing to work. So let's go ahead and start moving our ME system over. Let's grab this guy. I don't know if those cards will come back if I break that. I don't want to test it. So we can put ME controller, and we'll put the wireless access point directly next to it with the cards in it. ME crafting terminal. We want that at head level just so it's easier to get to the crafting grid. All right, and finally, we need to take those out. And ME drive, awesome. Okay, so the last step of this, we need to actually get power to our ME controller. Is there a hole to nothing down below? There is. Yeah, I dug that all out, remember? A long time ago. So yeah, we need to run like a cable right there, coming out from behind. Alright guys, so I was able to clean up a lot of the chests that we had just kind of laying about, things like that. I had a chest over here that just had random, you know, some of these chisel blocks in it. I had those 2 golden chests over here. I had a couple of random barrels and things around. This thing probably can just be taken down. That's just kind of floating in midair, looking kind of weird. But yeah, our place is now looking a lot more clean. These can go down. We haven't been using these drying racks in forever. But yeah, I've tried to clean up all the chests and things that we've had around that we don't need anymore. I've moved all our Tinker stuff over here, put the brew stand right there. And yeah, all of our storage is now in these few blocks right here. This is awesome. So auto enchanter. So we are now using, well, those two completely full of different types. This one right here was full of types, but I've taken apart our different ore blocks that we had. So now we have extra room for different materials. Same here. So we still have one full 4K drive that hasn't been touched yet. But we're using 5 of them. We could probably compress it down so it's only using 4 probably. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, everything's looking a lot nicer, a lot cleaner in here. I'm pretty happy with where we're at now that we have Applied Energistics up and running. We have the power over here. For now, it's just the redstone energy cell. It is, well, it will eventually run out of power, but it isn't drawing too much right now. So I think we're good. I mean, the only thing that's really going on is just the ME controller, the storage drives, and the wireless access point, which we haven't hooked up yet. We should definitely do that. So let's see. We had a power relay in here. This guy. Is this what we can use? Can we just place this right here? Is this going to work? If I stick this in here? Yes, it is. Okay, good. So this will power up. Whoop, it's draining all the power out of the ME system. Yeah, this will power up my ME wireless access terminal. I believe alternatively, we could also use, what is that thing called? The thermal expansion machine that's used to recharge things. Can't think of that right now. It is it this one? The energetic infuser. I believe you can also use that. This guy right here to power your wireless thingy. In fact, it might not be a bad idea if we take this over here to where our current power generation is and just set it so it's always got a little bit of power in here. 400k RF. Yeah, that'd be pretty good. Whoops. Wrong button. Yeah, so I'm swapping around keys on the right, or fingers on the right keys, please. I'm swapping around our energy cells. So this one will fill up, and then when this one gets low, I'll swap it. Eventually, we will hook up our big reactors, and we will have power going all of the time. And at that point, we'll probably end up looking at Tesseracts. I'd rather move power around wirelessly than having to constantly swap that out and worry about it. But it looks like this is now completed. We are full of power, so we can take this guy, drop it right in here. Yep, says linked. Okay, my game's acting kind of funny. All right, I think we should be good. So if I right-click on this, yeah, we should now be able to see all of our stuff. So we come over here, probably it still work. Yep, sure does. Awesome. So I can grab some emeralds and trade with the villagers or, you know, whatever else. We don't have to be in our main storage room. So we have access to our stuff everywhere, which is great. Does it work over here all the way over by the mobs? Let's kind of come over here. Yes, it does. Perfect. So pretty much everywhere in our base we'll have access to our items. That's great. It does use a bit of power. Looks like we've already used about 30,000, or yeah, 30k energy. I guess that's AE power. But yeah, I mean it's pretty good. We should be able to access all the stuff we need whenever we need it, which is definitely very, very useful. Another thing I haven't done, I did not put in the seeds into our ME system yet. I don't know if we really need to do that, and that's going to eat up a whole bunch of our different types right now. Maybe later on when we get a few more drives created, we'll do that. Something like that would probably want a bunch of the 1K drives. We're probably never going to have a ridiculous amount of seeds, but we do have a lot of different varieties of them, which is going to eat up our different types. So yeah. Okay, so now that our AE stuff is done, I would really like to craft something using it. Let's try. We want to do a compare, if I can learn to spell this word, a comparator. What is this thing right here? Tile comparator name. Interesting. Yeah, but we want this guy. Can I just craft that? No. I need to make the redstone torches. We don't have sticks. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, we just made some sticks there. So let's make some redstone torches. Perfect. And finally, we will make the redstone comparator. Awesome. So we're going to need a little bit of redstone. We are going to need another redstone torch, which we can take from here. Let's see, what else do we need to get this thing to work? I think that might be it. Yeah, we want to hook up our air compressor over here so it only turns on when we are, or I'm sorry, when it's less than 19.5. We want to turn off when it reaches its maximum limit. All right, so let's go ahead and get working on this. I believe we can just, whoop, that shovel is crazy. I believe we can just come down one level here. And we will put our Redstone Comparator. I think we put it into subtraction mode or subtractor mode. And then we just need to come over a few blocks away. Let's see. If we have a redstone torch here, that'll be 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. Okay, well, I think probably the first thing we should do before we start messing around with that, our redstone energy cell is going to be right here. So we need to have a redstone torch underneath it that turns off when we're at the right power. So let's go ahead and put that here. Redstone torch right there. And let's run some redstone wiring over here. There we go. Okay, so the redstone torch is off, but we want this to be a power of 1, not a power of 10. So I think... Oh, we need another redstone torch. Or I guess we could use this lever. This would be the same thing. We put a lever here. We do redstone. So that's in subtractor mode. Power 0. Okay, we're too strong. Let's try moving this back a little bit. Maybe to like right here. Oh, power 2. Okay, so this is at 2, 1. So I think just moving it over 1, right? Okay, so that's barely a power of 1, which will turn off this torch. Now, if we release some pressure in the system, that torch should come on almost immediately. Let's see if we can just get rid of this thing. When does that torch come on? Or will it come on? Yeah, this is still a power of 12. Oh, it went down to power 11. Okay, and now the torch is on. This is exactly what we want. Yeah, that's power 0. Okay, so this should automatically turn itself off when the power is reached. Okay, very good. Let's go and put the redstone back. So if we grab one of our redstone energy cells over here, we can just double check and make sure this is actually going to work. I keep stealing it. Yeah, let's grab this guy. Let's hook up our engines so they actually start powering, and we'll just make sure that this thing turns off. So this thing, redstone signal, this should only work with the high redstone signal, which it has right now. And this needs to be orange on the back so the engines start up. Okay, so when this thing reaches 19.5, the redstone should stop and these engines should turn off so we're not wasting power continuously. All right, let's go ahead and wait and see if that works. Hopefully it will. Okay, so it looks like we are at 18.5, power of 12 down here, and this thing has stopped. We might be one too far away. Let's try moving this closer just by one spot. Let's see what happens. That should work. Where are we at there? Okay, so we're at power 0, and we're at redstone power 12 here. So this thing's now kicking on. So when we get to 19.5, will this thing turn off? We're almost there. So now that we're there... Oh, maybe the redstone signal just doesn't change past 12. Yeah, it's trying to go to 12 to 13. Okay, so we got two different systems fighting against each other. This is trying to eject when we're higher than 19.5. This one's trying to turn off. So maybe what we should do is put the lever back where it was. We'll just turn the engines off when we're at 18.5. Yeah, I think that should work. We don't really need to be 19.5. 18.5 should be good enough. So this thing will automatically stop using power when the system is completely pressurized. All right, that works for me. Alright guys, so now that that stuff is all taken care of, I want to start looking at some of these quests. So under Technological Revolution, we got a few more things to complete. This wants us to make some of these liquids, energized glowstone, liquefacted coal, blazing pyrotheum, which we should already have, and gelid cryotheum, which we don't have. Yeah, we can go ahead and make all these. These aren't too bad. We just have to use like the magma crucible. This guy right here. Let's go ahead and put this over by our power so we can get this charging up so it's ready to go when we need it. And we'll stick that right here. How's this guy doing for power? We're at 4.5 million. And this one over here that's powering our EE system, just under 3 million. Okay, so we got plenty of time. This isn't using very much power at all. Aha. So let's do... Oh, man. Pyrotheum? Yeah, we got this stuff right here. But you know what? We have the pyrotheum in that engine over there. Let's grab a bucket. And let's see if we can grab the pyrotheum source block that is in this engine. Now, where is it? I know it's in here somewhere. Now, I put the... Okay, we might be able to... Yeah, we got this now. Dust. We'll use this for a block to jump up on. I put slabs on top of the engine up here to prevent fire. Everywhere I saw fire, I put slabs. And it looks like that right there is the center. Yeah, this prevents the fire from happening. So if I had to guess, I would say that the pyrotheum is right in here. I'm going to dig just a little trench just to be sure. But let's try and break through here, get a bucket ready, and see if we can get that pyrotheum. Oh, maybe not. Is it in one more block? Oh, it's right there. Aha, I got it. Okay. Wait, I thought I had it. What just happened there? My bucket was full of pyrotheum and now it's not. Did I really not grab the source block? Or did... Oh, it fell down. There it is. Okay, now I have it. Okay, very good, very good. So the pyrotheum that was in this engine is now gone. It's in my inventory. So I should be able to put that into our QDS for that section of the quest. We can also get plenty of this stuff over in the cities that I've explored before. Okay, so what were the other ones that we needed? We need Destabilize Red Stones. We need 10 pieces of redstone for that. And 16. Okay, so there's 10 pieces of redstone for that. We also need... Trying to remember what these other ones are. Yeah, Energized Glowstone. I think that's... I want to say it's 0.25. I think we only need 4 pieces. Okay, what's the next one? Liquefacted coal. I'm not sure how to make that. Let's check this out. So for a bucket... So we need 10 of those. That makes 100 millibuckets. And we happen to have... Wait, was it pulverized coal? Yeah, pulverized coal. Actually, I think you hold shift and you can right-click one at a time. There we go. So there's 10 of those guys. And let's actually just double-check on the glowstone real quick. Uses on this. Magma crucible. Yeah, 250 millibuckets. So we only need 4 of those guys. And finally, the gelid cryotheum. Yeah, we don't have that stuff. So how do you make... I've made this stuff before, but I really can't remember. So a snowball, niter. How do you get niter? Sandstone? Do we even have any? No, we don't. Okay, so I need to pulverize some sandstone. Hopefully we'll get some of the niter. And yeah, we also might need a fluid transposer and the QDS. Quest delivery system, this guy right here. Right, so I do believe we come back over... Oh, I'm going to be running out of space. Oh my goodness. So we can put the fluid transposer right here, and we'll set this thing to eject to the top, receive from the left. Is that right? I think that should be right. And if we put the quest delivery system on top, we'll bind that to this. Let's select the task. Okay. So first things first, we can put the blazing pyrotheum in there. Actually, I need to grab a drink real quick. Let's do that so the sweat gets out of our face. There we go. Okay, so fluid transposer, we want to take from a bucket and put it into the internal inventory. So let's do that. Okay, so now we have the blazing pyrotheum in there. Wait, did that use my bucket? Oh no, I sent the... Oh no, okay. Yeah, I just destroyed the bucket myself. Oh, dang it. Okay, so I put orange up here. Did that complete that section of the quest? Yes, we did. Okay, so that's awesome. So liquefacted coal, we need to put, I think 10 in here, right? So that should send it over, which should be sending it up into there, which it isn't. So I'm not sure what's going on here. Oh, it's not sending it over. Why is it not sending that over? Do I have to do this? Then that? And, okay, we got it. So Energized glowstone, we can do the same thing. We just need to swap this guy like this. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, the Energized glowstone. It does the exact opposite. It goes to the top instead of the bottom. I like that. And this stuff also floats up in the air if you haven't seen that before. I guess we'll click that. So that one's now done. Destabilized Red Stones, same thing. We just need to do 10 of those little fellas. Okay, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then we will send that on its way. Perfect. So the only thing left to do is this gelid cryotheum. So let me go ahead and get some sandstone. I will go and pulverize the sandstone, try and get some niter, and then we can make our gelid cryotheum. So I'll see you guys in just a minute. Alright guys, so I was able to get 2 pieces of niter from 16 sandstone. So we need to use our glacial precipitator now. Is that not going to work? Do we not have power coming through this thing? Are these done? Oh, we need to get some more ender pearls. Actually, I have some in my pouch here. So let's do 2 per. So we'll go ahead and power these guys up. Okay, so now we get a little bit of power coming through. This guy, yeah, now we're getting power in here. Can I just click a bucket of water on this thing to make it work? It looks like I did accidentally, but that's what we need. Snowballs. Okay, so we are going to make 8 snowballs. Perfect. Okay, we don't need this thing hooked up anymore. Stop that from draining our power. So to make the gelid cryotheum, we needed snowball blizz powder. Oop, I forgot about this guy. So we need to take some snowballs and put some destabilized redstone on there. That'll give us 1. So we need 2 of those. Okay, fluid transposer. We will do this. Let's go ahead and turn these off. We will accept fluid from here. Do that. Actually, is there another one? Orange? Is that the one we want? I'm trying to remember. No, we want it to go into the tank. Yeah, we want it here. Aha, so we need... Is it... I can't remember how many pieces of redstone was it for the blizz powder. Let's double check this. So 200 millibuckets. So we need 4 redstone. So let's grab 4 of those guys. We will magma crucible those down. Is that not transferring over? It is not. Okay, there we go. And all right, there we go. There's our blizz powder. Yeah. Messing around with these machines when you haven't messed around with them for a little while with all the different settings it has can sometimes be a little confusing. Okay, so we have the niter, we have the snowballs, we have redstone, we have blizz powder. We should be set to make this stuff now. Hopefully this is going to be enough. I didn't even check to see how much we need for a bucket of gelid cryotheum. So, each one of these dust makes 100, so we're going to need a total of 10 of those. And I think we're only going to be able to make 4. So let's see if we can do this. There's that, this, that one. Here. Yep, we only had 4. Okay, well, let me go ahead and make a few more of these guys so we can make our bucket of cryotheum, and we'll be right back. Alright, guys, so actually I made 12 of these things. I think that should be enough right there. Yeah, that's a full bucket. Yeah, we got 2 extra gelid cryotheum dust. that we can turn into jelly cryothium. But there we go. There's our 1 bucket's worth. So we need to eject this to the top. Do I have to change the bucket? Is that going? I hope so. Let's take a look real quick. And yes, we are completely done with this. Oh, we got a consume task. So we need a flux electrum ingot and an enderium ingot. Aha. Ooh, and we can get a resonant energy cell or 2 tesseract frames. Ooh, I'm going to have to check and see which one of these guys is going to be the better deal. I didn't even look at these before, but resonant energy cell, that sounds really good. But tesseract frames also sound really good. Yeah, we'll have to figure out which one's going to use more of our enderium that we have. All right, swap this guy once again. Yeah, I've been spending some time off camera here between clips there. So enderium, yeah, we got these as a reward a while ago. Let's take a look at these real quick. So uses on this, we need pyrotheum, plus that makes 2 of these on the induction smelter. And we do happen to have pyrotheum dust, one of those. So we can go ahead and make 2 of our enderium ingots. And what was the other thing we needed to make? I can't remember now. Fluxed electrum. Yes, we have one of those. Actually, I might as well take these. So I forget how to... Nope, wrong one. Uses. I forget how to turn those into... we also need pyrotheum dust for that as well. Okay. Let's take a look at this real quick. So that is sulfur, pulverized coal, redstone blaze. Do we have enough of that? Okay, so we do. You know, I might as well just go ahead and smelt up all of this enderium blend stuff, right? I think so. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. I probably made more than what I needed. And the induction smelter. Let's go and grab this guy too. We can replace the glacial precipitator we have out there with this one. Yeah, and then we should be able to make the things we need. Okay, more crafting to do, so we'll stick this guy down here. So pyrotheum plus enderium. That should go ahead and start processing. Yeah, this is going to be a slow process. I think it speeds up as we get more power, as this flame gets higher. We only needed 1 of those, and we need to make the flux electrum, so I'll swap that out here in just a second. Okay, swap that. Right, so the quest book wants us to go ahead and turn these in. Let's manually submit the 1 enderium. And we will manually submit this one. Perfect. Okay, so between the Tesseract frame and the energy cell... Can I do this? Yes, I can. Okay, so the energy cell, let's take a look at this real quick. So the resonant energy cell is 4 enderium ingots plus a redstone energy cell. So we could practically make one of those already. The Tesseract frame, though, oh, that requires the 300s. Ooh, okay, so this is obviously way more expensive. Let's actually take a look at the redstone energy cell. I forget what this requires to make. So that's just diamond hardened glass electrum. Okay, yeah, we definitely want the Tesseract frames. Okay, so we will go ahead and choose this and claim that reward. Awesome! Okay, let's grab this out, and I suppose I will just go ahead and smelt up the rest of our enderium blend. Yeah, unfortunately, we're going to have an odd number of ingots here. I'm not sure if we're ever going to be able to fix that. So, other quests. Do we unlock anything else? No, it doesn't look like we've unlocked anything else just yet. Yeah, we have to make the harvester, planter, fruit picker. So, harvester, planter, fruit picker. So these 3 guys right here. Flower pod, machine frame. Yeah, this isn't too bad. That's not too bad either. And finally, that's a lot of shears. Yeah, that's not too bad. Okay, let me go and do a little crafting, guys, and we'll be right back. Oh man, that crafting process is super simple when you have the C terminal, the crafting terminal hooked up. Just, click on this, shift click on that, puts everything in its place. All of your materials are in here. You're missing something, you just go in here, shift click on this guy, make one of those, do that. Now you can see which one else you're missing. Yeah, I like that a whole lot. So that makes crafting super simple. So let's go ahead and read what this thing says. It says a harvester set to shear leaves could finally put an end to your water woes. Well, we've already fixed that with the cactus, actually, so I don't know if we need to do this. Just remember that you don't get saplings from doing that. Perhaps a second harvester planter combo just for saplings would be a good idea. Remember, all MFR machines except the grinder effect a 3x3 area install range upgrades as necessary. Yep. Okay, so that's going to give us an item duct, a better barrel, and some raw plastic. Perfect. So we got some of our plastic back that we use for actually making this stuff. That's not bad. So we can go ahead and put all this stuff away. Fruit picker, harvester and planter, Tesseract frame. Yeah, that's something I'm going to be looking at here pretty soon. Yeah, we can put all that stuff away. Awesome. Okay, guys. So we have made some pretty good progress here. This wants us rancher, chronotype, and breeder. Aha. So yeah, we're going to be looking at, looks like, doing a little bit stuff with animals next episode. So guys, I think we'll go ahead and end it here. We might be running a little bit long. I actually haven't been paying attention to how long this episode has been, but I put a lot of time into this off camera regardless. So yeah, we'll go ahead and end it here. Thank you guys for watching. Remember, leave a like on this episode if you liked it, and we'll see you next time.